Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Work on Diabetes with my guest today. Her blood sugar monitor is out of range to her satisfaction, and she's fearful. So if you have fear around your health or want to know how to be healthier, this one's for you. And I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. And also we have Carissa, who is uneasy and fearful of the ego's world. I invite you to open your mind, open your heart, and let's do the work with these two amazing women. Hello, dears. Hello. Good morning from Ojai, California. Welcome here. Welcome here, be welcome here. Whoever you are, whatever you are, be welcome here. Those of you new to the work today, those of you new to this community, together, what we do here is to identify the thoughts that are causing the things we're upset about, like him, her, them. It haunts us, and then we feel the emotional. And then we become depressed or angry over time or in the moment, spontaneously, or it builds, or both. But there's a cause for that. My head's going, it's virtual reality. Virtual. I did my morning walk and it was overcast and the trees and I could smell the honeysuckle and it was so amazing. And then in a moment I stumbled and did you see that? Did you see that? Did you just hear me say, did you see that? Virtual. And who cares if you're suffering, if you're depressed, if you are experiencing a war in your head that you're taking out to the people you love and care about, and more and more and more, as far as you can throw it, apparently be it. When you're experiencing that, in the name of love, in the name of awareness, notice where you're at. Are you walking? Are you sitting? Are you lying down? It doesn't matter. Notice, other than what you're thinking and believing, are you okay? That's another way of saying get in touch with the gift of life. Life as close as we can have it. And I'm not about it's real or it's unreal. Nothing. Just, are you suffering? Because we don't do well when we're suffering. I'm suffering because him, her, them, or I. Virtual intoxication, asleepness. It's not right, it's not wrong, it's a trance. What I love about the trance is I know the difference between reality and the trance. Reality is like first generation, I can refer to it as presence. Here now, other than what you're thinking and believing, are you okay? Take that virtual world where he, her, them did what they did and said what they said that was so hurtful 10 years ago, yesterday, this morning. Just anchor there respectfully. The absence of war, no war with it. No eating it down, drinking it down, talking it down. Just notice in that situation, time and place. What was your war about? I'm so angry at him because he hurt my feelings. And when he said, whatever that was, fill in number 1 on the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, always free on thework.com. It's a way to respectfully move hell, everything from mild irritation to can't stand it anymore, from your head to paper. And then sit in self-inquiry. And the instructions for that are always free on thework.com. And I love that we sit in this practice together every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I love that you can always sit alone with yourself, which is how it is. You can sit alone with yourself and anchor in that time and place that you are trancing in. In other words, remembering. And fill in number 1 on the Judge Neighbor worksheet. I'm furious with him because he said there was something wrong with me. Okay, God, that was like 20 years ago. Really? It's here now, it seems. We call it remembering. Okay, it's a trance. It's not enough for me to think, it's a trance. That's helpful, wakes me up. But then there's, my ego says, real life. No, it doesn't get any more real than this. Even physical pain is either remembered or anticipated. That takes practice to understand, and that's why I show up here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with your support. Move it from our head to paper on the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, and there is hell in that situation on paper. Now I can question it. Alwaysfreeonthework.com. We have a 99-cent app. You pay 99 cents, and we don't grab it from you a year later or want you to sign up again. It's yours, like, as long as you want it. NB, you have a question?
Hi, Byron. How you doing?
Oh, honey, as well as I can. How about you?
I'm doing good. I've been doing the work. And I tested everything you said, and it's true.
Yeah.
Honestly, today I just came here just to experience talking to you as like a chatterbox.
Oh, yeah.
I really understand now that all I am is the past knowledge that I've accumulated over the years. And I heard you say now that you were talking, I know the difference between reality and what is not true.
Reality and fantasy.
What is reality? As you said, like, it's always past. There's nothing one can know, really. And the minute you know it, it's already in the past. Yeah. So what do you mean when you say reality?
Well, it's, what is it in the past or future? It's imagination. So really, it's nothing. But it's a trance, and it's okay to be in the trance if you're not in the trance of hell. It's just enjoy the apparent life and live, allow goodness to be.
When you say it's imagination, it's also just a shape. Like I also don't need to add the layer of imaginary relationships and all that layer that is human.
I don't try to ever stop that. I just notice, when you pay to go to a movie and you're going to watch the whole movie, may not be the worst ones you've ever seen or the best one you've ever seen, but you're interested. You watch the movie, you paid for it, and then you walk out. It's that. I paid to go in. I'm not going to do war with it unless it really is terrible or I change my mind. But I'm going to sit in that movie that I am determined to go to without even thinking about it, just other than I'm into the movie. Mm-hmm. Enjoy where I am is all I'm saying.
If I'm looking like at whatever this is there any way to exist outside of ego? Because so far my answer is no.
Well, when you're sleeping at night and you're not dreaming, do you exist until you wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, I am awake." Only you aren't saying that. It's just an automatic. I'm late for work. I want coffee. Ta-da, ta-da.
It's just ongoing.
Yeah, and you can't even prove it, but we speak to it. But am I that doer? I'm not planning what I'm saying to you right now, and you weren't planning, all that you were saying to us.
No, it's like a programming speaking through me. Mm-hmm. But I also see the only thing I can see is the past, the succession of the past, and I see it's always only for self-interest and for survival.
Apparent survival, yes.
Of course, which makes sense because there's an organism that's trying to protect itself for survival. And my question is, when you follow this thing that you call ego, which is the programming, its only interest is really to survive, which
To survive as I am, this gift of life. Oh my God, I am so in. I'm not in for the hell, but thank goodness we understand how to move what we're thinking and believing in that hell from our head to paper and wake up and begin again. Oh my goodness. I come from a world of depression that there was absolutely no way out. I was so suicidal, agoraphobic. It was for years. It was not fun. And then by some grace,
same here.
some grace, yeah, some grace. So I don't fight a state of mind. I'm in. If it's a terrible thing, I'm moving it to paper. And in the meantime, I'm enjoying the gift of life. I don't care if it's real or not, even though it's not. I don't care if it's imagined or real. This is, we could say, a waking dream. I'm dreaming Stephen is in the other room. No proof. I'm just dreaming he's in the other room. How do I feel? It's comforting. But is that Stephen? Does he have anything to do with why I'm comforted? No, that's Stephen, and he's a state of my mind. And if he weren't a state of mind, how would I recognize him if I walked into the other room and there he was? Without that state of mind, he's unrecognizable, which is kind of my life. He's always new. I look in the mirror and I go, huh, what is that? What is that? I'm describing what I experience as happiness.
When you look at the mirror, from what I'm hearing you say, you can put that knowledge aside.
Well, I'll say fascinating.
Okay. Yeah, if I look at myself in the mirror, I put the knowledge aside. I think I'm just chalked, and I can just look.
But there's a nose and a mouth. I mean, God. And then it puts on its glasses. I mean, this is an amazing trip. And I didn't plan it, but I just rested its head on its hand.
Yeah.
So far, it's okay. So far, life is good.
One thing I've understood is I generally don't think there's any free will.
No, it's like the lemon. Not a lot of free will there. Bite into that big, juicy lemon, just imagining that, and then that thing takes over, and the ego will catch up to that eventually, and you'll be beyond that because you're awake.
Yeah.
Little of this, little of that.
Yeah. And I think I'm having this conversation with you right now. If I look back, it's because there was a need to understand. And that's what got me here, which is the ending of even needing to understand, because there's nothing to understand when you realize that it's all just going.
Yeah, and then there'll be a test. The ego will offer up something else. You'll experience it's not just this. This one is really to chunk, and then that belongs on paper, not to convince us that there's no one and nothing, but to be awake to the gift of life. And it's imagined or not, life is a gift. So we work with suffering, those illusions, those times and places in the past where we were not doing well at all. And that could have been 10 minutes ago. It could have been yesterday. It could be habitual. But all of you can, those things that are the opposite of joy or okayness. Those situations belong on paper.
I honestly don't know what you mean by joy, or when you say you're happy, it's just very neutral.
Well, for me, it's the absence of suffering. To me, that's all of non-duality. That life is a gift. I'm here, I think. Do I believe it? What?
Ego never stops asking questions. That's its thing. It already has all the answers already, but keeps on going.
So in duality, there's this hurts, this doesn't. This is a good thing, this is upsetting. So I suggest people do what I did, which was just work with the upsetting. And then eventually, more often in your life, that upsetting falls and you're just living a life where you're more aware of what works for you and what doesn't, because the ego it's not pulling you. It's existing in the absence of war. And I'll take it. It's a beautiful thing.
For me, I dropped the upsetting, but then I ended up with a projection of the pleasure into the future that kept on going and still is a little bit.
Yeah, but you noticed. And
Yeah.
that's it.
And I follow. Sometimes the ego might come up with some projection, but what I do is I just go with its story until the very end, which is again suffering again.
Yes, so that trip belongs on paper. That time and place, the situation, what you were thinking and believing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the ego offers up any unfinished business.
But it's tiring.
And it's medicine. It's less tiring to move it from your head to paper and just meditate on those 4 questions and then move on to the next gift of life that would allow you to show you what's left of anything that would oppose the gift of life. Not to kill it or change it or anything, just to know what is real and what is not. And by nature, we are kind and good and we care. Anything that is not that goes against the heart, feels like stress, anything from mild irritation to holy moly hell. And we can move that trance from our head to paper and do what you have done so well and just get still in that worksheet. It anchors us in that time and place and is checkmate to the ego. 1 through 6. That's all the mind does. I need. I don't ever want to.
One thing I struggled with doing the worksheets sometimes is, as I've done them for a while, the ego took on this personification of something that I must be at war with or must battle.
So in other words, the ego opposes the worksheet at times. Is that what you were, say again differently what you just said?
So when I started with the worksheets at the beginning, they were memories that brought me suffering emotionally, physically. And then over time, then I started to question the simple things. Like I had breakfast this morning. That's something you always say. Mm-hmm. And then the only thing I was left with is very primitive statements like, I need to survive, or I need to eat, or I need to do this and that. And all of those are true. And now that's the only...
Well, I would go back and redo those.
Yeah, that's the only, that's the only...
Go back and do those. It's always a beginning. This is Earth School.
How would you question I need to eat?
Of course.
Is it...
I wouldn't say of course if I hadn't questioned it myself. It was amazing. It was amazing how the ego took it over and wanted to prove something. And it was just what a trip. And then just noticing that and then just going on. I need to eat. Is it true? In real time as I lived life. and I ended up with, well, let me know where you end up.
Okay. No, just now that you said, of course, I'm like, oh, that's another trick.
Oh, and with just take any dog that's in that fight out of it and do your work. I need to eat. Is it true? And it's living meditation. And notice you will, or you do, or you don't. And then just stay in it, whether you do or you don't. Noticing, because it's never going to be about food or life or death.
So for you right now, I'm assuming, does your ego not talk? Did you not like, or does it always still try to constantly grab your attention? And the minute it comes
I
up, it just
don't do war with the ego. It's free in me.
okay.
I don't adjust it, try to change it. I just notice. And I can talk and I can just all these things. You know, no one can know you but you. All of you. I'm talking to, no one can know you but you. And you notice you eat or you don't. It's like you breathe or you don't. Just notice you. Thank you, Angie.
Okay. Thank you.
Carissa, honey, you have a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet? Those of you new to this community, this Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, there are 6 questions on it. We anchor in a specific time and place and fill in number 1. So, Carissa, what is number 1, time and place and situation?
Time and place was this morning, and I received a text message, audio note from a friend, and my body was just flooded with fear, like a physiological response. Yeah. And then my number 1 is I am uneasy, fearful with her because she sees my shadow. And the assumption is whatever this message is going to be, like it's going to poke on something I haven't seen in myself. And I'm afraid of that.
So she's going to point to something in you that you're not aware of, and it's frightening you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have a similar global belief of I am uneasy, fearful with strong women because they see my shadow, my ego.
Yeah. Okay, let's use ego instead of shadow. Would that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, different words for same thing. Okay. So look at that email. Okay. Recall the words.
I actually didn't listen to it. Okay. I just tapped it open and quickly glanced.
Okay. So be there now. You see that. And you just quickly glance. You don't listen to it. Okay, now be in that situation where you tapped it and quickly glanced. She sees your ego. Is it true? You can see your ego. She sees it. Really? Is it true? Are you sure? She sees your ego. Is it true?
My body is saying yes on this one.
Okay, that's your body. She sees your ego. Notice what happens physically when your body experienced whatever you're believing, which is she sees my ego. Notice physically how you react emotionally when you think the thought she sees my ego. Be there now. Where did it start? In your chest? Where did it start?
My throat, sweat, shaky, and then it moves through my body.
Yeah. So continue. Be there now. Notice the images in your head when you think the thought she sees my ego. All of you, when you're doing this work, those images have to be there. You couldn't have the kind of physical reaction you have. That's cause and effect. Notice the images in your head. Even though they were just a glance, just a snippet, sometimes you have to really get present to get in touch with the image in your head that went with. It's like images without words they have no power. Mm. It's got to have, the word and the image.
I see a variety of images of different experiences where I feel like I've been seen in something I haven't seen in myself. So
pull one of them out. For example, an image of you. Someone or people seeing you failing at something you were attempting or wanted to show. Just open your mind. How do you react? What image appears when you think the thought, she sees my ego?
I don't think I'm quite ready to do this one.
Oh yeah, this could be something that you really want to do some alone time in, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you didn't want, if it was so fearful for you, it would be experiencing that fear now here with us to speak of it. So this is really some loving, gentle homework in you. I was doing mine. She sees my ego. How do I react when I believe that thought? Sitting, imagining myself in that situation. What is it I don't want people to see in me? Got to be something I'm hiding, something that will affect the way people see me. And that's not going to be good, I think. She sees my ego. What will people think of me if they knew, if she told it? I'll be ruined. People will laugh at me. I mean, all this stuff, honey, as you're sitting in it. And it's so valuable because in a situation like that, you're hiding, attempting to hide from yourself. And it's buried in there. And it's a kind of suffering. I think the term is denial. It's a kind of suffering that the ego offers up that keeps your ego safe. It's like a burial so deep, and she's trying to your mind, she's going to bring it to light, and then you're going to have to face whatever that is. Like it could be your reputation ruined, or people are going to laugh at you, and a really terrifying one, people are going to see you. It could take your breath away. She sees my ego, turned around. I see my ego. The moment I saw her in that situation, I saw my ego. I can never heal what I've hidden from me. Yeah, I don't want her to know, to the point where I don't, because she'll tell everyone and everything I fear around that. But I've got to bury that. I wasn't agoraphobic for nothing. I thought not leaving my bedroom for years. I'd go to the kitchen and things like that, but not out of the house. But I thought if people just looked at me, it was hurtful. And so I hid myself away. Because what they saw, they were going to tell other people. This is so far reaching. You're onto something really beautiful that takes a lot of courage. All of you, your worksheets, it takes courage to sit in this stuff. The self with the self. She sees my ego, turned around, I see my ego. And another turnaround when you sit in is I see her ego. I'm believing that she would do that if she found out. I'm believing that I've got her all identified. She's going to, just noticing doesn't mean you have to answer, that you have to answer her email or text, whatever it was. But the way you see her is something to ponder when you get to that. You're sitting 4 questions and turnarounds. So, and one thing you have, Carissa, that's stunning is you've taken this on. And I'm getting that you'll work it. Take your time and be gentle.
Thank you.
Yeah. The courage, you dears. For all of us, what are we hiding? What are you specifically hiding? I say to myself, what is it I don't want people to know about me? It doesn't mean I have to shout it to the world, but what is it I want to know? What is it I'm afraid people will think of me if they only knew blank. It's a good worksheet. Aysa, honey, you have a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet?
Hi,
Aysa.
I'm so glad to be here. Just first of all, thank you so much.
So, honey, what is number one, the time and place and situation?
So the situation is that I have type 1 diabetes, and I have a lot of stories around it. I'm trying to unravel them one at a time. And the one that comes up a lot, which I wrote on my worksheet, is that I'm frustrated with my blood sugar because it doesn't stay stable. It scares me and makes me feel like I'm failing at managing my health.
So your blood sugar doesn't stay stable. Now look at it like it is showing high blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
That situation. Okay.
Yes.
So my blood sugar doesn't stay stable. And you're looking at it and it's high. It doesn't stay stable. Is it true?
No.
Oh, what did you see? I love doing this work with all of you. I don't think I've ever worked with anyone that I wasn't doing my own.
I saw that it is stable for the place that I'm at. For
what you ingested.
Yeah.
What you ingested or the amount of sleep that you did or didn't get or...
Yeah, it was true to itself at the moment.
Your blood sugar doesn't stay stable. Now, your mind goes to what you did that potentially could have raised your blood sugar. So locate that place. My thoughts about my blood sugar in that situation where I ate what I ate or I did what I did. My thoughts about my blood sugar don't stay stable.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
So your machine is perfectly stable. It gives you a count of where your mind was not stable.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now get in touch with what you did to your mind that would have raised your blood pressure in that situation. Go to the place. Did you eat ice cream? Did you, what was it? Did you not, you stayed up till 4 a.m? What was it?
Yeah, in most situations, I know that I did the best that I could to manage it. Like I did all I could to manage my blood sugar, and still it's, sometimes, I can't predict everything. Like all the, and my ego doesn't like that. Doesn't like.
Okay, so can't put it on that. Really? Just one thing. This isn't about right or wrong. Let's say you did nothing to raise it. You followed everything the doctor suggested. You've had diabetes for a while. You're very in touch. You're good at controlling it as far as your life goes. How do you react? What happens when you think the thought, my blood sugar doesn't stay stable and it's showing it's high and you did everything right?
Oh, it's like every day is constant. It's like an exam, like waking up each morning and like seeing how my blood sugar is going to react. And
you've done all the right things.
Yeah. And like it's like feeling responsible for my own life, like survival, saying like, if it's not stable, then I'm not safe.
And look at the images there.
Yeah.
They're horrific.
So many. Yeah.
Oh, they're horrible. You see those images in your head? You're looking at the monitor. You've done all the right things. Notice how you react when you think the thought, my blood sugar doesn't stay stable. Look at those images in your head of those circumstances that you want to avoid that are really fearful. See those images in your head as you look at the monitor?
Yes, yes.
Just look at it. Who would you be without the thought, my blood sugar doesn't stay stable? Just look at what the monitor says without comparing it to any other measurement. And notice your tummy. Are you okay? Your chest, your arms, your throat, your legs.
In the moment, other than what I'm thinking and believing, I'm always okay. That far I understand.
And who are you without the thought, my blood sugar doesn't stay stable? What that means, that question is drop the images in your head. Look at the monitor. Don't compare it. Look at it. Just what it is. Not for him, not for her, for you. It just is what it is. You've done all the right things. And without those images in your head, this is a serious, are you okay? Who are you without the thought? Without comparison.
And like, I never have any symptoms, even if it's like super high, but like nothing happens. But like the hell in my head saying that I'm responsible for my death. Like the ego just goes there.
Yeah. Notice.
Yeah.
Notice. Now, what is the cause of your suffering? The monitor, or what's going on in your head of those people, of you, it's horrific. Can be some days.
Truly.
And there you are, healthy, doing your best, diabetic, doing all that you can, just like the rest of the world, just like all of us. Only you get to monitor yours, and some days, those monitors are, the batteries go low, or it's just.
Yeah.
And also, you're a different person every time you monitor, just living your life. Our body chemistry changes throughout the day and night, just like the rest of us. Also, some people are diabetic, don't even know it, and just feel fabulous because they're not looking at that monitor.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you think you'd rather not know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's all the thoughts about.
But good to monitor. If it goes way too high, then, which I'm not hearing that it did. If it just goes way too high, then you just continue doing what you're doing. You take it to your doctor. You do your best, which is what you're already doing.
Yeah. Yes.
My blood sugar doesn't stay level, turned around. No one's blood sugar stays level.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't see it. I don't see. Yeah.
We're all, our blood sugar just bouncing around. Emotional stress, like you're experiencing looking at the monitor, can raise your blood sugar. I'm not a doctor. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Yeah. So who are you without those images in your head? Who are you without the thought, I'm failing to manage my health? Turned around, I am managing.
I am managing my health.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Little reality. Catch up with it. You are good with you. Not perfect, but I don't know. I don't know who could honestly say that. But one could say you're perfectly you. other than what you're thinking and believing, looking at that monitor, you're perfectly you. You're healthy. You're doing all the right things. You know, if it gets too high, you've got help. And notice some of those images in your head when you're looking at the monitor. Like this is going to be all your life.
Yeah.
You're going to get old and it's going to be, how are you going to do that?
If I'm even going to get old.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're going to die young and you're not.
Yes. Yeah. All of it. Oh my God. Such a vivid imagination.
Now, who are you just looking at the monitor without the ego's just running through you?
Yeah. Well, just as I am, just responding to the situation as it presents itself.
Yeah. Manageable.
Yeah. One moment at a time.
Everyone's blood sugar bounces around. It's just that yours, you know, this is your earth school. So how do you react when you think the thought? Do you turn down invitations? Do you, because they're going to be eating desserts and things, do you turn down invitations? Do you?
Yes. Like every day becomes like a test. And I think of my life in terms of like what I'm going to do to keep my blood sugar stable. So I don't go out as much as I wanted to, see other people as much as I wanted to. I don't travel as much. Yeah, just because I'm thinking like I have to manage my blood sugar.
Which you do well.
Yeah, as well as I can.
And if you want to go somewhere, let's say it's a flight, you can take your own food.
Yes.
That's a loving, caring, dear way for you to, those are the gifts you can give you to support your life. We can all say the same thing. We're eating junk food and this and that, but you've got a good thing going. And you can learn to say no in so many ways. Like someone offers you birthday cake. It's my birthday. Just make this one exception. You know, this is a celebration. It's like, thank you. Oh my God, that cake looks so wonderful. And no, I don't have to say I'm diabetic. I can't do other. Just, oh, thank you. And I'm celebrating too. And no. And if they say why, you can say, you know, I watch my blood sugar. Or you can just say, you know, I found my life is better if I don't eat sweets. Which well, many of us could say, you know, with or without diabetes. Let's look at 2, honey. All of you, you know, look how long we've stayed in number 1. And if I weren't here to assist, you could stay this long because all we've done is pondered the question, is it true? And how do I react when I believe the thought? And we've taken it from that moment out into your life, seeing how you react. How is your life small? The life you do have lives small. When you're good with your life, and you can live that good with your life wherever you are with people under any circumstances. Those honest no's, and be a good example for the rest of us that don't have it yet.
I got like much healthier after getting diabetes, actually.
Isn't? Oh my, look at you.
It's a gift that keeps giving, truly.
Yeah. Oh, honey. Oh my gosh. It's like, I've got diabetes. You do the work. Oh, I've got diabetes. You know, this is giving you a really healthy life. Okay, honey. You want your blood sugar. Read number 2.
I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage.
Is that true? It's working for you. You want your blood sugar to be easier to manage. Is it true? some of you doing this with whatever your ailments are, it's the question is one syllable. It's yes or no. It's not no but or yes and. It's just yes or no, one syllable. You want your blood sugar to be easier to manage. Is it true? In that situation, looking at the monitor.
No. I want it
So
to be
with
what it is, how it appears.
because you've got a handle on this. Everyone can't say that about their life. Now notice how you reacted, what happened as you look at the blood monitor and you think, I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage.
I get frustrated. It's just, yeah, it's a war. War.
Yeah, you're at war.
Yeah, that's how it feels. That
Yeah.
my body is against me. And that.
Oh, honey, war is war by any name.
Mm.
What hope can we have for world peace if we are at war with ourselves and can't even be aware when we are at war?
Mm.
The war with the self. You know that raises your blood sugar, right?
Mm.
Stress. I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage. Look at the monitor again. Don't change it.
Mm.
Who are you without the thought, I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage? Now get real.
So again, it turns to, so how can I respond to it? If it's what it is, then what can I do to respond to it without the war, just being present for it?
Now you're dealing with a very important part of what raises your blood sugar, how to keep balance, the absence of war. And you can afford it legitimately because you do really well with the way you're dealing with this. Other than what you're thinking and believing, reality, you do really well.
Yeah.
My mother had diabetes and she just take her blood sugar, test it just over and over. And then at night, I got up one night and to pee, and she's in the kitchen eating candy.
Happened to me too.
Yeah, it's we slip, and we start over, and notice, and the monitor will remind us. Yeah, little slip. You want your blood sugar to be easier to manage. Now, notice where your mind takes you in that situation. Anchor there. You're looking at the monitor. Look at the images of past and future. When you think the thought, I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage. And notice you manage well. And notice how your ego takes that from you.
Yeah. This is like no matter what you do, it's going to be impossible to manage that. You won't be able to manage it. Like again, I will fail at, I will fail at managing my blood sugar.
And then where does it go? The ego will take you to places we refer to as hell.
Yeah, constantly struggling, suffering, getting sicker day by day, and just failing my life. It just puts this huge image on it all.
Yeah, the ego defies it takes up all the room of what you're doing right, which is really working for you.
Yes.
And if it should take you to the death, you've done all the right things. So there's no regret. Did you do your best? Yeah. Did you slip a couple of times? Yeah. Did you do your best? Overall, I'm hearing from you, absolutely. My word, absolutely, but that's what I'm hearing.
So it's a question of remembering and like meeting the ego as well and be like, hey, you know, I've done all I could. And
which is honest.
yeah.
Stress raises how you react when you believe the thought, and your ego is just taking you to
saying you could have done better. You could have done a better job.
And then it offers up all the proof where you didn't do it perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes you to hell, which raises your blood sugar with stress. So look at the monitor without the thought, I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage. Is there anything you would change? Look at any slip you've had. Just notice. Start over. We always begin now. When do we begin? Now. Why? This is the time, this is the place. It's the only time we can. Now turn it around. Let's test it. I don't want my blood sugar to be easier to manage. Why might that be as true or truer?
Like a challenge.
As you look at how you manage.
I don't
want my blood sugar to be easier to manage. Why might that be true?
What comes up for me is to see the places like where my ego still grips, saying like if I see something that's not right, that means I can work with it. So if I think it's not easy to manage, then I can question it and look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really, really, that's beautiful. I don't want my blood sugar to be easier to manage. This is your life. You get a flow with it. It becomes a gift. You may be living healthier than 90% of the rest of the world. Living the life we all want to live. And yeah, it's a wonderful thing to sit in those turnarounds after you've questioned them. All 4 questions and turnarounds prepare you for these opposites. Do you see another turnaround? I want my blood sugar to be easier to manage.
I want my thinking to be easier to manage.
Oh, there she is.
That's for sure.
There it is. Medicine. You're just finding the medicine all over the place. You know, you could be onto something that just so valuable from where I sit, you are. Say that turnaround again. It's great medicine.
I want my thinking to be easier to manage.
Let the monitors show you what it shows you. It's an invitation to wisdom, not fear.
Yes. When I start feeling fear about it, saying, again, thinking I'm failing at managing my health. It's an invitation to.
Yeah, to notice, you know, there's those images in your head or, you know, the ego thinks, you know, it's really helping you out. It's fighting for survival. And if it scares you into doing the right thing, that's crazy. It's the hard way. Wisdom, presence, awakeness. That's the easy way. It's just the ego is it offers up such a smoke screen to hide the wisdom. That's its job. But nothing can kill wisdom. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time at homewithbk.com. Let's do the work.